guys, thanks for tuning in. This is my first Q&A that I've done, and it's a Q&A specifically based on my prep. So I posted on my Instagram about 24 hours ago, so before all those questions disappear, I'm going to answer them now. Question 1, how did you deal with the hunger? Right, okay, the hunger. So the main things, Hartley's 10 calorie jellies. So when I was really hungry and also I have a sweet tooth, I would have a jelly. They're always less than 10 calories. They're called 10 calorie jellies for marketing, but they're always like either 3 or 7, and they just sort of fill your stomach. Diet energy drinks, or not just energy drinks, diet fizzy drinks. So I was having 2 Coke Zeros a day all the way through my prep, and then since in the last few weeks I've been getting even more like desperate, calories have been getting lower. I've been mixing it up and having different kinds of drinks, you know, Diet Iron Brew, Pepsi Max, like the flavoured ones like raspberry cherry, just to make it more exciting, but basically filling my stomach with fizzy drinks, Hartley's jellies, coffee as well, because caffeine stops your appetite, and obviously big mugs of coffee will fill me up as well. So I'd eat a meal and have a big coffee afterwards, which you'd never usually do, would you? But when you're hardly eating anything, you're not satisfied after the meal, that sorts me out. Yeah. So that's how I sort of dealt with the hunger, I guess. How have you managed to deal with really bad cravings? So really bad cravings wise, there's only been a few days where it's just literally been like the cravings have been horrendous and I've wanted to eat everything, and it's just a matter of getting through it. Like what I just said about the jellies and things, maybe having something like that to sort of trick yourself into thinking you've had something sweet, something nice. But most of the time throughout the prep, it's just making sure you spread your meals out throughout the day so you've got something to look forward to. And to be honest, it's not like the meals are horrible. People are assuming that I'm having chicken and broccoli all the time. You know, it has been kind of like flavoured oats and things, like nice flavours, chocolate. And so long as I've made sure I've left a sweet meal or something nice till the end of the day, I've been able to have that to look forward to, and that's helped a lot as well. So what made you want to do a bikini competition to begin with? It's my current coach, Paige. She literally, we met really organically in the gym. I used to see her training and think, wow, that girl looks amazing. And one day she started talking to me in the changing rooms, and then another day I said to her, do you have Instagram? Started following her. A few days later she slid into my DMs and was like, do you want to train together? So that's just kind of what happens with gym friendships. And she was on her first ever prep when we started training together, and it gave me that insight into bodybuilding and the fact that I've always enjoyed training for aesthetics anyway, and seeing her and the motivation that she had. I mean, I was on a summer cut at the time, and then sort of her doing a prep made me even want to gun for my summer cut even more and like do more cardio and stuff. And then she just kept saying to me like, oh, you should compete too. And then a couple of other people sort of said it to me, and when people that you care about and like tell you should do something, it sort of gets into your head. And I think it just got into my head, and then I was exposed to it basically through Paige. I suppose if you haven't really been exposed to it, it's just not something that you think about. But because it had been exposed to me, it was something that I then thought about and thought I could do that. And then I went to see her in a show, and I just absolutely loved it, the atmosphere. I sort of saw the girls on stage and I thought, I want to be one of those girls. I want my chance to be on stage. I want the challenge of doing a prep, because, you know, I was training at that point 6 days a week. I was doing like a sort of like a bodybuilding split anyway, like shoulders one day, back the next, etc. And I felt, you know, I was strong. I was looking really good after my summer cut, and I just felt like I needed a new challenge anyway. So it all just kind of came together, and I was like, why don't I try competing? I'll learn a lot. You know, I'm a PT. It's my job to instill knowledge onto others. And the only way you can instill knowledge, really, I think, is having the experience yourself. You can research as much as you want and tell people what you think about a topic, but really, you can only really give that opinion when you've been through it yourself. And I have learned so much on this prep. It's exactly how I hoped it would be. I've got loads of knowledge to instill to future clients now. So yeah. How much was your weight pre-prep and now? Well, pre-prep, as in pre-going down on the shred, I started at 55 kilos, I think, but I'd sort of dropped slightly, I reckon. I'd started to drop a little bit before I went on prep. I did a bulking phase since last November, and my sort of general average weight was 57 kilos, But I'd say when I actually started my prep I was 55 and I'm 48 now. So I've lost 7 through prep, through actually doing the cut, the shred. That's, yeah. Minus muscle, is there a specific weight you should be before you start a cut? No, not at all. Start a cut when you've built enough muscle to reveal something underneath. If you haven't been training for very long, what are you cutting for? There's not going to be anything underneath to reveal. So before you start a cut, just make sure that you've built enough muscle, and that has nothing to do with a specific number. That's just your body type and how long you've been training for. Someone asked me which category I'm competing in on the running order. I posted a running order of the show on my Instagram, and basically I'm like the 14th category on. The show starts at 12 this Sunday and I won't be on till at least 5 p.m. Bikini short is my category. I know that because I'm literally 5 foot, I'm 152 centimetres, so I'd be shocked if I was in anything other than short as a category. And there's going to be 3 different categories on the day actually this time. There's usually short and tall, but they've stuck a medium in there as well for this show. So there must be a lot of us bikini girls. Someone asked if they need to book in advance or can arrive on the day. Yeah, tickets, you buy them online for like £21, but I'm pretty sure you'll be able to get them on the door as well if people are spontaneous. Do you have to change your calories up regularly to keep your body improving? Yeah. Well, that's dependent on you as an individual. So for a good portion of my prep, I was on the same calories. Like, I remember being on 1,700 calories for quite a lot of weeks. Basically, if you're dropping weight every week and you're coming in, you're tightening it up, don't drop your calories, there's no need. But as soon as you start to stall, then yeah, you do need to keep changing, dropping those calories down. Either that or increasing the output, so like adding more cardio. But yeah, you do have to keep training your calories up regularly on a prep. Depending on your goal, obviously, if you're asking me about prep though, because that's what this Q&A is about, and the answer is yeah. And the last question that I got from Instagram was, wish you all the best for the competition, thank you. What's your take on intermittent fasting? So intermittent fasting, obviously that's when you wait. So a lot of people, they'll wait till later on in the day before they actually start eating, and then their eating window is shorter, and basically that works for people. Some people don't like breakfast anyway, but if people that struggle maybe with evening cravings, it can work really well. So that's something that I sort of have been doing on prep in a way. I'll wake up and I won't eat straight away if it's only like 7 a.m, 8 a.m. I will wait to eat my first meal because I know that I've got to spread my meals out throughout the day. And some people, they literally do it as a lifestyle thing. They wait and they don't eat till like 2 p.m. every day because they don't need the calories in the morning. And yeah, it works for some people, that's my opinion. It can be a great method, but it's nothing that I would personally choose to implement. I love my breakfast. I love to wake up to a big bowl of cereal. Can't wait to be doing that again next week. That's my take on intermittent fasting. It works for some people. If you can save your calories till later in the day, and that's going to help you. Basically, calories in, calories out if you want to lose weight, and if that's your goal, then if you think that having your calories within a shorter window is going to help you to reach that goal, then fantastic. But if not, then yeah. So that's pretty much my take on intermittent fasting, I suppose. They're all the questions I got on my Instagram. Any more, literally just ask away. You've got the description box below. You can contact me. My Instagram and my Facebook is linked in the description box. But yeah, thanks for your questions, guys. I'm always happy to help. I've been getting a lot of inquiries actually at the moment, in the last like week or so at least, just in peak week, about online personal training and one-to-one PT in Leeds, and it's mad, but it's great because it's perfect timing for me. I've just stopped working at the gym doing classes now, and I'm going into full-time PT, and my intention after prep is to just absolutely nail my business and smash it, because I've obviously had to like backseat it a little bit and just focus on fewer clients. So I'm ready now. So yeah, anything, any help that people want, online training, anything like that, just questions in general, I'm always happy to help. So ask away, guys. But yeah, hope this Q&A answered a few of your questions, or if you had any similar ones, I hope it helped. And yeah, next video will just be going into my competition time. Like the next few days is just super exciting. I'm 4 days out now. So just stay tuned for the rest of my prep episodes, guys. And then following on from that, it's just going to go back to my normal life, and I'll be showing you actual meals that I actually eat when I'm just living normally in my training sessions and stuff like that, and I can't wait. So yeah, stay tuned, guys. As always, give the video a like if you liked it, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao for now.